I am not a happy bunny right now. I am not happy. I am incandescent with rage for so many reasons. And the first one being, ladies and gentlemen, is that, as you know, it's Sunday. And what do we do on Sunday on this channel? In the off season, we have Sunday Fun Day! Or at least we do. And then Howie Roseman just decides to waltz into our lives and ruin everything. I mean, today for this video for me, I was going to break down the 53-man roster, give my takes on it, and away we go. And then they pull a special kind of Sunday out of the hat. They dig deep into the bucket of bad news. They pull it all out. They pull it all out. And we're left to dish it away. So what I thought I would do to keep it fun just for you is we're going to hold back on the 53-man roster analysis until around Tuesday or Wednesday. We're going to do the same with the practice squad. Reference both of them heavily here. Now what I have done is make a list of topics on different sheets of paper which are sticking together for some reason, which is very annoying. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one out at a time at random and discuss it on camera in the hope that this video is 10 minutes before I can get through the lot of them, because otherwise I'm going to have a breakdown. So buckle up, strap yourselves in. Oh, strap. This is going to be a very, very chaotic Sunday Fun Day. Let's just pull the first one out. Let's see what we've got. I'm going to let you guys see it first. What is... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, we are in for a bad one to start. This is the one I really didn't want to get because I am a little bit angry right now. And I'm going to tell you why. The Eagles... They haven't done this very well, this whole roster thing. If you ask me, Howie Roseman has gone to construct this roster and this has happened.
Can you tell us about your flapjack, please?
Started making it, had a breakdown. Bon appetit.
Now, why, Liam, you might ask? We'll go into that. We're going to start off with the fact that over the course of 2 days, not only has he parted ways with 4 former draft picks, luckily one of them came back, Prince Tega Wannigo cleared waivers, but losing Sharif Miller to the Panthers, losing Rasul Douglas to the Panthers, Sidney Jones is now a Jaguar. I understand the reason for the cornerbacks. I even understand the reason for Miller because he was pretty bad. But the fact that you're losing that much draft capital early, do you know what? Fair enough. Howie's understanding. He knows when to take it out and bounce back in the worlds of Big Sean. But doesn't make it any less annoying. But that's only the tip of the iceberg, because where I really have a gripe here is the fact that the team have 2 tight ends on their roster, and they have lost Noah Togai. They have also got Caleb Wilson stashed on the practice squad, which doesn't matter. Josh Perkins is injured. Depth is very, very minimal. The team then go and decide where, we've got a cornerback position where we've got 3 starters, 2 backups, 1 in the slot, 1 for the outside. That's not enough, lads. Let's cut Cre'Von LeBlanc and let's have 1 backup corner in a secondary that has been mullered by injuries in a way that my love life has been mullered by heartbreak over the last 3 years. It is absolutely ridiculous. And a lot of you are going to sit there, and I know Cre'Von's name is in this pile, and I want to save a lot of that rage for that. But the fact that you can go, oh, but he's a free agent, and they can just sign him back when they put someone on IR. Brilliant. That still means you might get cut later in the year. And the other part of it is, yes, he's not a shutdown corner. He's not a Richard Sherman. He's not your Darius Slay. But at the end of the day, he is a backup to Nickel Roby-Coleman, is as stable as you could ask for, is someone that sets the tone on defense, and has done nothing but impress outside of 1 game, I think. And beyond that, is that now you have got no backup slot cornerback. You have got nothing there. And if I'm Cre'Von LeBlanc and I'm seeing you come in, I don't care if you bring me back in week 2 and this is all about salary. That is damn disrespectful to the work I've put in at training camp, to the work I've done to recover from this Lisfank injury, to get back in against the Giants, to shut down Saquon Barkley, to put in the grind this offseason, to try and win that starting role, and you're just gonna... Nah, I'd be like, do you know what? I don't have to clear waivers. I'm a free agent. If I'm wanted somewhere else and they're offering me a bit more stability and a chance at a starting role, something I'm not getting here, I'm absolutely going there. And I would not blame him. I would encourage Captain Cre'Von to go and get a starting role somewhere else, because the fact that Jordan Mailata has a roster spot, the fact that Jannard Avery has a roster spot, and you're going to take a corner that has produced time after time after time when every other corner you've chosen over him has been unable to do so or has been shut cut down with injury is absolutely ridiculous. And I really do hope that it comes to bite the Eagles in their ass in a really sadistic way, that Cre'Von LeBlanc goes somewhere else and they're left without a nickel corner backup. And then, God forbid, Nickel Roby-Coleman goes down in week 1. What are they going to do then? Only as Howie Roseman left his tight end position short, he has now got his cornerback position short. I dread to think what would happen if Zach Ertz or Dallas Goedert were to go down with injury. I dread to think what would happen if Darius Slay were to go down with injury. And all of a sudden, all your cornerbacks that you've got left are Craig James, Avonte Maddox, and Roby-Coleman. Brilliant. We're going to leave that. That wasn't very happy of me. We're going to move on. We're going to pick up another card now. This one I'm sure is going to be a lot happier. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's the practice squad. Good. That's great. I want to start on a happy note. Josh McCown's back. Very good. Why he's come back as a player, I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. When you've got Jalen Hurts and Nate Sudfeld there, don't know what's going on there. Whether it's just a character thing and it's a leader guy in the scouting team, potentially that's what it is. Don't understand it, but I like it. I'm not going to turn my nose up at it.
I'm confused, but I love it. But
Oh,
still
I read this the other day.
confused, but I love it.
That's some familiar faces. You've got all the boys in Elijah Holyfield, Adrian Killings, and Michael Warren. They're all there. That's fine. Prince Tegawana goes there. That's cool. News. In what is actually happy news, Trevor Williams is back. Ladies and gentlemen, the show rolls on. Actually, don't worry about Cre'Von LeBlanc. You know what? Don't worry about Craig James. Don't worry about the depth. Trevor Williams is there. He's going to save the day. As you know, I'm a Trevor Williams. Suddenly, I feel a bit calmer. I feel all right. I feel okay now. We can move on. Let's pick another topic. Everything's... I just really hope Cre'Von thinks about his future, and if he gets offered a starting position somewhere else, he does what's best for him. That is all I can ask. I love him as a player. There are just worse players. There are players that should have been cut. Like, I'm not being funny, I said this yesterday. Jordan Mailata was being burned all camp by none other than Joe Ostman. Someone that barely scraped the practice squad, okay? How does Joe Ostman make the practice squad, but Jordan Mailata make the roster? Like, surely, like, that's not a good sign. That is not a good combination. So, he makes it. Jannard Avery, who has done nothing in camp. I really like Avery. I really want the Eagles to squeeze every last drop of the Avery fruit, but I don't think he's done more than Cre'Von LeBlanc. I don't think he's worth more than Cre'Von LeBlanc. And on one hand, the Eagles are going, yeah, we got to know when to cut our losses, baby. Got to cut those draft picks. On the other one, Jannard Avery. So, I don't know, man. It confuses me. It's really confusing. And again, I understand they can IR people. Doesn't really make the move any more logical because he could still be cut when that player comes back from IR. All right, we got 3 to go. I think I've spoke that into the ground. What is... this is a positive one. This is good. The Eagles signed a running back. Actually, it's all right. It's not great. I don't understand this. Let's get into it. Okay, so the Eagles picked up a running back by the name of Jason Huntley. He was a 5th round pick by the Lions this year. The Eagles traded a 3rd and a 5th for Darius Slay. They technically get the 5th back for free. Maybe that's why Howie did it, and it said, I don't know. Anyway, the fact is, right, that Jason Huntley ran a 4.3740 at his pro day. He ran a 4.44 at the combine. He's a rapid running back, very agile. He's almost a scat back. He's basically Adrian Killings, that kind of guy. Comes from a smaller school, but probably a bit more well-rounded in his skill set. Someone that put up over 1,000 yards in his final season, averaged 7.1 yards per carry, and led the NCAA in kickoff return touchdowns in 2018, an area we know the Eagles are focusing on. Minor quibble, though, and it is a minor quibble. He's the exact same skill set as Adrian Killings, and you've essentially cut Cre'Von LeBlanc for a running back when you've got 3 on the practice squad, can save 2 every week, and can rotate them without use of lose. I don't understand how a week before the regular season, and you're playing a game, you're going to sign a running back with the exact same skill set as a back you've already got, who has spent the entire offseason with the team, knowing the coaches, getting the playbook down, getting ready for action, ready to go. He gets put on the practice squad, but this guy from New Mexico comes in and he's automatically on the 53-man roster. Like, something doesn't sit right with me. Like, there's no way you're getting the playbook done in a week. There's no way you're making an impact in week 1. There is nothing that happens. And as of right now, Boston Scott and Corey Clement are your only healthy running backs. There is a chance Huntley will be called on in week 1 if Sanders is questionable or, you know, something like that happens. I don't know why you wouldn't choose Killins or Holyfield or Warren, someone that has been around that team all off-season. In an off-season where there are no OTAs, there is no preseason, every snap with that team is vital. Every snap with that line is vital. Every snap with the quarterbacks are vital. Just going to poach a random one, stick him in and hope for the best. Don't get it. I like the running back. I think he's a great little player. He's absolutely got that Boston Scott vibe about him, but I don't like the way it was brought in, and I think it is a very much a shot in the jaw to someone like Adrian Killins. Will Parks is on IR. That's alright. You've got Cre'Von Wallace, you've got Rudy Ford, you've got Marcus Epps. Everything's alright on that front. I don't actually mind that. There's a lot of safety depth there. You've got Grayland Darnold if you need it. Kes Watkins put on IR. Don't think anyone saw that coming. So not only is Jalen Reagor potentially on PUP, not only should Alshon Jeffrey be on PUP, but they're not putting him on PUP because they'd rather he stick around in case he's ready before week 7, which you can have 6 weeks of, I don't know, Cre'Von LeBlanc, and said, nah, mate, just keep Alshon Jeffrey around. Keep him around just in case. Moves him ahead. Everything's fine. Positive thinking, everything's okay. So now with Kes Watkins down, I'm assuming Deontay Burnett will be the next logical fit. I don't mind that. I think it's alright. I like the idea of Burnett being called up from the practice squad, making an impact after such a strong summer. But again, the fact that these injuries, we know Derek Barnett isn't fully healthy. We know Reagor could be on PUP. We know Brandon Brooks already is. Will Parks is now down. We know there are a multitude of other injuries that are lingering over this team with a week to go before the season. They've reset the medical staff again, and it's still happening. I don't know what else they can change. I don't know why it's happening, but I despise it and I really wish things would begin to change. But that is it for a Sunday Fun Day, guys, because I think that's just about all the news that's happened today. So on Monday, we'll do a big recap, obviously this week in Philadelphia sports. Tuesday, we'll have a closer look at the 53-man roster, and then it is all game preview content, so make sure you're locked into Philly Sports Network. I really want to know what you guys think about today's moves. Hopefully I've not deafened too many of you. From myself, Liam Jenkins, we'll see you soon.